What's up, my brothers and my sisters from another mister? So today we're going to do a comic book review of King Spawn, issue number 20. This is Spawn's ultimate battle where he's fighting a new breed of enemy to save the world from total destruction. Brought to you by Rated Comics. Let's get to it. Before we get into this issue, I could not get this review out yesterday because my voice sounded like crap, and though it's a little bit better, it still sounds a little bit like crap. But in the words of Debo,
stop being a bitch and come on.
I had to see it through and come through for the boys and the girls. Alright, so previously on King Spawn, the Exodus Foundation has been collecting people's brains. Their sinister purpose is still unknown, but Spawn is on the hunt. And the thing is, when people die, a company has been offering to pay for them, pay for their brains. And because of that, there are some that are in the hurry to cash in and get that cash quicker than never mind. I was going to say a joke, but I think I'm going to refrain from it. So like this brother in the sports car right here, driving in a high-speed pursuit, and inside his canister, he has a couple, maybe a few, multiple brains. He's on the phone and he tells his sister not to worry, he'll get to meet her. But ease up on that mind games, can you? At least until we open her skull. So whoever he's meeting tonight, he plans on opening her skull. But we see that he's being pursued by these cops and our boy Spawn in the back. And the reason why Spawn's pursuing him is because a recent rash of murders led to a track of Spawn leading him to a company called the Exodus Foundation. And with this Exodus Foundation, they're willing to destroy neighborhoods just to pad their profits. Who, among their many divisions, gouge the price of crude oil. They're greedy like that. And now these people at the Exodus Foundation want to control our mind. And because they want to control minds, they've inadvertently drawn unwanted attention. So this guy tells his sister over the phone he has 3 brains in the car that he's transporting right now: a judge, an annoying DA, and dad's least favorite CEO. So tell him to have his team waiting. He'll arrive soon with their investments. And he asks his sister, what are you doing? So his sister tells him, I'm getting acquainted with your date. She's already here. And he's like, cool. And the sister tells the guy, your date wants me to pass along the message that she wants you to drive safe. Well, drive safe my ass. Spawn is going to make sure that don't happen. And before we go any further into the content, we're just going to take a moment to relish this panel right here, because this is pretty badass right here. So with that impact, I'm not sure if this guy should physically and humanly survive that kind of collision, but for the sake of storytelling, we're going to go with it. Spawn tells him to get up, but as he gets up and runs away, because he's like, fuck that shit, I'm not dealing with this brother right here, he drops a photo, one that freezes Spawn in his own tracks, giving this guy his only chance to escape. We don't know what kind of photo that is, at least not yet. But elsewhere at the NYPD precinct, Sam and Twitch are talking to Terry about the Exodus Foundation, and Sam is pissed that their encounter in the previous issue, King Spawn number 19, these guys were measuring my damn freaking head like it was some kind of freaking joke, but they were sizing up their pockets at the expense of my head. So Terry's like, well, their nets have gotten bigger, they're sending dreads to kill judges and professors, so that's what the Exodus Foundation is. So Terry reminds Sam and Twitch that they said something when you guys were questioning him. They were asking you guys if you believed. And Twitch is like, belief had nothing to do with it, especially when you leave a man looking like this and he shows him a picture. And Terry's like, I'll tell you what you should be scared of. They got enough resources to do whatever they want. And what if that belief, maybe that's what they're researching, dissecting people's brains, hoping to find a way to influence you. And Twitch is like, maybe, but what about Spawn? How does he fit into this? And Terry's like, no clue, but if you want to talk to him, I could arrange for that for you. Really, says Sam, you making the brothers appointments? And Terry's like, look, man, I'm in no mood for your sarcasm, all right? You want his help or not? Because he's fighting his own wars right now, but I think Terry believes that Spawn is somehow connected. It's the first wave, the infantry, trying to gain ground before the heavy artillery rolls in. And Sam's like, you act like there's some kind of invasion coming. And Terry's like, well, because there is one, a biblical one. And because of that, I have a daughter that is missing. And Spawn might know where she is. So yes, I've been staying close to Spawn. because I think Spawn is keeping her hidden from me. That's the thing with our boy Spawn. He isn't in for anyone's best interest, just his own. But luckily, his interest mostly lines up with the right thing, with what we're doing. But at heart, he is a cold-blooded killer. And Sam and Twitch are like, yo, man, some smoke's coming in. Spawn's coming in the room. You better cut that shit out. And Terry's like, what, man? You guys are okay? What's up? And Spawn comes in and hands Terry the photo. Terry, you need to see this. The picture. That's the picture the one guy left behind. But he shows it to Terry, and Terry is in tears. Where did you get this? From the Exodus, says Spawn. Well, when was that taken? I don't know. And Terry's like, you think they have her? And Sam was like, what are you guys talking about? What's in that picture? It turns out it's Cyan, Terry's daughter. Spawn leaves, nothing to say because the picture speaks volume, and he leaves something else behind. And Twitch picks up all the paperwork, and Twitch realizes that's the guy we interviewed. It's his kid, Bateman, from the Exodus Foundation. That's his kid from King Spawn issue number 19. And Terry's like, I'm calling for backup, because if anyone has touched my daughter, if they've done this shit with her head, I'm gonna burn this whole freaking city to the ground. And Spawn realizes, yeah, he's right. If any suffering happens to Cyan, and she turns out to be a casualty of this, not only will Terry burn this city down, but Spawn will burn this city down too. And we get this cool gangster panel right here of Spawn overlooking the city, and he overlooks this restaurant called Momo's. It's a restaurant that kid's dad's company owns. He walks in like he owns the freaking joint. He's safe, but he's not. Bateman has his assassins watching him, making sure that if anyone makes a move, they have tactical position. This is a business deal of some kind. Who's he waiting for? We don't know. But here we see his sister, Tar Marival, his twin, come out the car, about to go into the reunion, about to go in for the meet. So Spawn emerges, comes in, and like Terry said, the brother is a cold-blooded killer. He goes in, handles business, haymakers a guy inward. You can see that jaw dislodging from his mouth. And Spawn's like, yo, man, I did my part. It's on Terry now, and there's no stopping that Terry. That Terry's coming in with that smoke, and he wants that smoke. He's looking for it. So outside, Terry is wired up, but not bricked up. Why would he be? Anyways, jokes aside, he receives word from Sam and Twitch, and they tell him, do not make a scene. And Terry's like, shut the hell up, man. You got a daughter, Sam, or what? No, just listen. Nah, I ain't listen. I'm going in. So he goes in with flowers, you know, undercover kind of thing. And Sam tells him, Terry, I just need you to get an ID on them and get out. Terry approaches the guy, and Sam knows Terry ain't listening, so he calls him out one more time. Terry ain't trying to hear that stuff. Terry pulls out a gun, puts it on his face. Where's my daughter? Turns out Cyan's right next door. I don't know what is up with these people wanting brains aside from them wanting to control minds, but this King Spawn is absolutely gangster. Link in description if you guys wish to add this comic book to your comic book collection. Support the art, support the industry. Also, don't forget to check out RatedComics.com for our other comic books, as well as some of our Rated Comics exclusives. Lastly, this review used to be sponsored by coffee, but now it's sponsored by tea, because your boy's still recovering from that throat. I feel fine. It's just my throat's for shit. So I appreciate you guys for watching to the end. Link in description, or donate to the super things if you wish to buy your boy a cup of tea. But the greatest compliment you guys can do, which will make this video all the worthwhile uploading, is by liking the video and subscribing to Rated Comics YouTube channel. Thank you again for watching. Until next time.